Now you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNINews video, and I'm joined here by Salome, and Big G is here. He's having a bite to eat over here in the corner, so don't mind him. But today I wanted to just throw together a quick news video to recap all the Mando Monday Hasbro toy reveals that were made this morning. All these figures I'm about to talk about are up for pre-order, and in some cases have even sold out already, the pre-orders at least. But let's jump into it, and I also have a couple of other non-Star Wars things I want to go on and share with you at the end. But let's jump into it with the Star Wars news. So first of all, with the 6-inch Black Series line, we did get a confirmation on the 6-inch Mandalorian. The Dinjarin version is what they're calling it, which is the build-up pack that we'd been seeing rumors for some time, and this is the one that's going to have the Baby Yoda in it with the air crib, and also kind of surprisingly we're getting the unmasked head sculpt with this one. So I can't say I'm terribly impressed with the images that we're seeing for the unmasked head sculpt, but we are, they're giving us the Pedro Pascal head sculpt, so that's kind of interesting. Now this 6-inch version is a Target exclusive, and I believe it might have already sold out already. Either it's sold out or it didn't actually go up on time. It was supposed to be up at 4:00 p.m. It's listed on the website, but I haven't seen it available, so I don't know. You never know at Target. They have a tendency to sell out quickly. But this will be released later this year. The price on it is $34.99. It's essentially a deluxe figure. It's being listed as a deluxe figure. And Target, I should say, is actually listing it with a December 1st release date. And again, it looks like the pre-orders have sold out on that one, so not surprising. Then we're also getting a Biker Scout or a speeder bike, a 6-inch speeder bike and Biker Scout from the Mandalorian series, so the all-white version. And you do get a Baby Yoda figure. You get the satchel that goes around the Biker Scouts, like we saw at the end of the Mandalorian of Season 1. And so Baby Yoda can kind of peek out of the satchel there. It is, essentially a repaint of the previous 6-inch speeder bike that we've gotten before. The Biker Scout's kind of muddied up and everything. And this is an Amazon exclusive. This is available for pre-order. It's going to cost you $49.99. And at last time I checked, at least, it was still available on Amazon, and the release date is January 1st of next year. Now that was it for 6-inch, but we had some vintage collection reveals. So like with the 6-inch Mandalorian build-up set, we're also getting a vintage collection version, and this one's going to cost you $17.99, come on the vintage card back. This one is exclusive to Walmart. And again, this one seems to have sold out very quickly. It cost $24.88. It was what it was listed for on the Walmart website. But again, the pre-order on that one is currently sold out. So both the Mandalorian figures that were announced today, the pre-orders quickly sold out. Both were exclusives. I don't know why they're making those figures exclusives. That seems kind of absurd to me, but that seems to be just today's toy market, I guess. And again, you get things like the Baby Yoda and the air crib. Now, this is the one that you're going to want to get. And unfortunately, you're going to have to try and get it at Walmart. And then for two other vintage collection figures they announced this morning, we're getting Moff Gideon and the Armor. Now, both of these figures are regular releases. They should be available every place that carries vintage collection. They are available for pre-order at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. They're slated for an early 2021 release date, and they should cost you around $12.99 each. Again, the normal price of a vintage collection figure. So Moff Gideon has his black saber, which is cool. The Armor has some of her tools. So again, two more 3 3/4-inch figures to add to your Mandalorian collection, which is nice. Now that was it for new reveals on the vintage collection front. However, they did update us on the Razor Crest, the HasLab Razor Crest. So today they released full deco, painted deco model images. Previously we had just seen the grayscale model, but now we've got the fully painted. So definitely I think this is continuing to look pretty good. The ship definitely looks like it's that metallic silver metal like we see in the series, so that looks nice. All the detailing and everything with these new images are coming out nicely. So as I'm filming this, there's about 12,182 backers on the campaign. Now, in order to unlock the final stretch goal, which is the Carbonite Prisoners, it does have to reach 13,000, so less than 1,000 to go. I think it'll do it without much problem. There's just over 2 weeks to go as I'm filming this, so again, there should be plenty of time for them to get under 1,000 backers. I have little doubt that that third unstretched goal will end up getting released. Now, I don't know if they'll do anything more. In fact, I tend to doubt it with less than 2 weeks to go, and being they haven't even unlocked the third one yet, my guess is this will be it for stretch goals. You know, maybe they'll slip something else in, but my guess is this is probably it. Now, again, you have less than 2 weeks to go. It's $349.99. I've not yet backed mine, but I do plan on getting one of these because I think it looks really cool. Now, for the final reveals today on the Hasbro front, we got another rumor that was confirmed, and that is a retro wave, a Kenner-like retro wave of Mandalorian figures. So, obviously Mandalorian wasn't around back in the Kenner days, but this is, I guess, what the figures would look like if they had been. So we're getting an entire wave of these, and these are being released everywhere. They're going to cost you about $10. That's the going price on these. And the first wave is going to have the Mandalorian himself, and he's got that vinyl cape. He comes with his rifle and a blaster. We're getting IG-11, which comes with a rifle. We're getting Cara Dune, which has a pistol and a rifle. For the first time in figure form, we're getting the Ugnaught Quill, so definitely, I'm sure at some point we'll get a Black Series and a Vintage Collection version, but for whatever reason they decided to go with this version as the first version for Quill. We're getting Baby Yoda with the air crib. We're getting Moff Gideon is also making this line. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed on the Moff Gideon that they didn't do the lightsaber that comes out of his hand like we always would see with the original Kenner figures. Now, obviously, he doesn't have a regular lightsaber, but they could have done it with the black saber. As it is, he's just got two regular hands, and it looks like he just comes with a blaster. He does have the vinyl Darth Vader-like cape and all, but like I said, it was a little disappointed that they didn't actually do the sculpted hand that has the lightsaber that slides out of it, in this case, the dark saber. And then the final figure in the first wave is going to be the Carl Weathers character, the Kreef Garga. So again, first time we're getting him in action figure form, but again, I'm sure we'll get a Vintage Collection Black Series figures at some point down the road. Now, again, these are all available for pre-order now. One other thing on the retro front is they're doing, like we've seen with the previous retro waves, they're doing a board game. However, this one is a much more expensive board game. It is an elaborate Monopoly game, and this set is only being sold exclusively on Hasbro Pulse or Shop Disney. I think it's going to be available at Disney stores as well. But the price on the Monopoly game is going to run you quite a bit. It's going to be about $49.99, so $50. So you do get the Stormtrooper based on the Mandalorian from the series with the retro card back and everything. But like I said, it is a hefty price. The previous board games were much cheaper, so it wasn't that big a deal to buy them to get the figures, for the Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. But now with this one, you're going to have to buy a hefty priced $49.99 Monopoly game. So I don't know how many people are going to want to pay that unless you're just a big Monopoly fan. I mean, if you're going to get the Monopoly, if you like Mandalorian Monopoly, then it's definitely worth getting. But if you're just wanting the figure itself, having to pay essentially $50 seems a little bit on the high side. Okay, now that's it for Star Wars. I do have a couple other tidbits of news I want to go and share with you guys. So on the Marvel front, today, according to Deadline, it looks like Oscar Isaac from Star Wars and also will be in the new Dune movie will be taking up the role of Moon Knight, Mark Spector, in the new Disney Plus series. Not a lot of details at this time, but again, according to Deadline, it looks like the Star Wars actor is going to be joining the MCU. If you collect the toy box figures, the Disney Store exclusive 5-inch toy box figures, we are getting a couple of new ones for Marvel. So just revealed today, we're getting the toy box Ghost Spider, we're getting a Venomized Spider-Man, and then probably the coolest of the three is a Venomized Hulk. Now, each of these figures costs $14.99. Again, they are Disney Store exclusives, so you can find them at Disney stores, or you can go online now at Shop Disney and buy them. And again, they're $14.99 each. And honestly, I would have loved to have seen a Marvel Legend Venomized Hulk. This Venomized Hulk looks pretty cool to me, even as the toy box. So I really would have liked to see what they've done with the Marvel Legend version. Obviously, we've gotten Marvel Legend Venomized characters like Captain America, Miles Morales, and Ghost Spider. But I don't know if they're going to do any more Venomized characters. If they do, though, they should really look at doing this Hulk. Okay, now the final 2 bits of news I have for you are for DC, but they're not toy related. They are television series related. These just came out today, so I just wanted to go on and share these with you. So first of all, we got, if you've been watching the Titans series for season 3, Jason Todd's Red Hood is going to be appearing in the show, played by actor Kieran Walters, I believe is how you say his name. And today we got our first look at the Red Hood costume for the Titans series. So overall looking pretty good. Does have the red hood. Mask looks pretty good and everything. So this looks like almost conceptualized, but still, if this is how it ends up looking in the show, I think this will be pretty cool. And then the other reveal we got, and it's our first look at the new Batwoman from the CW series. So if you follow this show at all, you're probably aware that the main actress from last season ended up quitting at the end of the season. And instead of recasting the Kate King character, they essentially decided to go a different way and put somebody else under the mask. And I don't follow Batwoman enough in the comics to know if this is something that they got from the comics or they just ended up going their complete own way. The new character's name is Ryan Wilder, and again, a completely different Batwoman that we'll be seeing in season 2. And this is our first look at the new actress in the Bat costume. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. Stay safe out there, guys, and until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.